Hello everyone, it's Joshua here and welcome back to another tutorial. And in today's video we're going to look at how to add reverb or any other effects such as delay to the voices in your keyboard. For this demo we are using the PSR S 775. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're going to do is select the voice that you want to add reverb or delay to. In this case we're going to use just a normal grand piano. So I'll select the concert grand, and after that I'll select the voice set, scroll using the tab to effect/EQ, and from here this is where we can do all our effects/EQs. So on the left here we have what we call reverb depth. So you can just add natural reverb to this, to any voice, so by just using that up or down. So this is how it sounds like. That is without reverb, and this is how it sounds like with reverb at 99. And that's one effect you can add reverb. Or another way you can add effect as well is also on the chorus depth. So that's another effect you can add. By increasing the chorus depth you get a whole different sound. So by increasing that, the more you increase, the more effect you get. And also I can reduce this as much as I like. And the most interesting effect I was talking about, which you can have multiple effects, it's the DSP option. So what we do is we head to the DSP section, DSP, by pressing B, and from here we have categories of effects, from legacy to modulation. We have EQ, we have distortion, we have delay, we have reverb. And in this demo we are going to just try use the reverb, the delay. In this demo we are going to experiment on the delay, so we go with the delay, and here on type you can select what type of delay you want to get. So in order to tell what kind of delay you are hearing, you need to turn on the button, which is the most important button here. You turn on the button here that says DSP. So you turn that DSP on, and that will enable these features on there. So once the DSP is on, now once I press any key, you can hear there's a little bit of the echo that I have put there. And to adjust the volume of the echo, you go back up by pressing A, and here you have depth. So this depth is for the effect in the DSP, which is the echo, which we added, and you can add the more depth to it. As you can hear already, it's already a bit too much here. Here you can reduce it. You can reduce it as much as you want. Or you can increase it as much as you want. If you add a little bit of reverb, once you start playing, you can hear that your sound. As you can hear, the delay is good, but it's a bit short. If you want to make it longer, so we go back to our DSP settings by pressing B. If you want to change the speed of the delay, so we can select there, and this will give you the speed. So for this, you turn variation on, and from here you'll be able to select the feedback level, how much feedback you get. By putting this up, it will tell you how much feedback you get. And so this is for the left channel, which could be the left speaker, and this is for the right feedback level. So this is for the right, and so you can choose how much feedback you want on each speaker. So the left or the right. So here if you go on the left, and as you can hear, your voice is already sounding much better. So your voices are sounding much better. And your voices are sounding much better, more lively and more rich. So but just remember, the more effects you add, the more delays you add, your volume will increase as well. So you just have to be mindful of that adding effects also increases the volume of your main sound. So the sound going out to your mixer, just have to be mindful of that as well. So, and that's how you get the different effects on the voices. And you can do this for any voice. For example, you can do it for electric piano. You can select the voice, go voice set, same thing, EQ/effect, and you can select by turning the DSP is already on, and from here you can select any effect. So here we have distortion. If you want to add some distortion, some effects you can add depth, but some effects on the DSP you cannot, and others you cannot. Like it looks like the distortions ones you cannot, but the other delays and other effects you can change the depth. So it depends on what voice or effect, what effect you have selected. And our last thing to do, once you are happy with all your settings, you're going to save this, because it will such a disappointment after you've fixed your voice and then you forgot to save it. You press save, and from here you can select where you want to save it. If you have a USB stick plugged in, you can select that, but in this case I just save it in the memory of the keyboard by pressing save, and this will go straight to the user expansion right there on the voice. You'll go to the user expansion, or if you have a USB, you'll go in that, and here you can give it a name. You can give it any name, MJM or something like that, and then icon, you can choose whatever icon you want. You can select, there's heaps of icons, it's all up to you. You can, if you want flags, you can go with that. And once you're happy, you click OK or enter, and then you can click OK. And if you want small letter, you can small letters to write in small letters, you can just press case here, and this will take you to small letters. And once you are done, click OK, and voila, your voice is saved and you are good to go. And this is, your voices will be sounding much more lively than if you didn't have any effects. For example, if I turn off the DSP, you can hear this sounds just like a normal piano sound, but if I add the DSP, the difference it makes is huge. So thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope this tutorial was useful and helpful to you, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. See ya.